O.C.I.C. How's everybody tonight? Woohoo! We're gonna make some crab balls.
Crab balls.
Crab balls. Arthur is back. Olivia couldn't make it tonight. She's like with her mom.
Yeah, it was her mom's birthday.
So happy birthday, Olivia's mom. Hope you have fun. All right. Yeah, we're gonna make some crab balls as per Tim, also known as the CrazyDaD Show.
It says error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming.
Well, I don't know. Ask if anybody can see us. Because I kind of know how to fix that, I think. I know how to fix the bit rate. I just need to go to it. Maybe go look on your computer.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure this out, folks.
Yeah. It says screen status is 4.
Yeah, come on back over.
Is that our scene?
All right,
Come back.
And I will see if I can get into that where I need to be here. Okay.
Is anything coming through on it right now, or?
Looks okay to me, but
Oh, you've got a connection over there?
Yeah, looks okay.
yeah, it looks
Okay. All right. We're gonna
Well-
keep going then, as long as it's not messing up.
Yeah, you guys can still see us. Whoa! Knock everything over.
An unimportant error, apparently. We will continue.
Okay.
So what's in a crab ball?
So what's in a kraut ball? Well, there's kraut in a kraut ball.
There's kraut?
I want to see who's in the room real quick.
Yeah.
Mrs. Old Guy,
Yeah, Stoner Kitchen,
Stoner Kitchen,
Janice,
Welcome.
Janice, hi Janice,
John King,
John King, hey John,
Don,
Don, welcome.
and that's all I see.
Okay, well, welcome everybody. I'm glad you're here. I'm thinking that CrazyDaD will probably be coming in at some point. At least I sure hope so. As I was saying, this is something that his dad suggested.
Okay.
Or not his dad. CrazyDaD.
CrazyDaD
Suggested when we do these sauerkraut balls when we did the Reuben balls.
Okay, yeah.
So,
He's
and-
inspired by this.
right, definitely. Well, I guess we should probably just kind of get started. It'll take a little bit to do it, so we'll talk about stuff and we'll grab some sausage. This stuff starts with we'll pull it out how his mom did it.
So we've got hot Italian sausage.
Yep, and
We're gonna grill it.
yep, it's gonna fry it up here. His mom had bulk, just the bulk sausage, and they didn't have any. We're at the store I went, so I just got the link, and I'm just gonna pull it off the casing, and I'll pretty much just have bulk sausage.
CrazyDaD, sir.
Hey Tim,
Welcome.
welcome. I was just let me get a knife. Telling everybody that this was inspired,
He's got a
or
knife.
this was a request from you when we did the Reuben balls, and I don't have. When I went to the store, they didn't have bulk sausage. Hi, Chumley.
Away, Chumley.
So I got these links, and I'm just gonna. All right, cut that casing.
Cereal file, sir.
Hi, Sam. Awesome. Glad you're here for kraut balls. Hang
John
on.
King says, Kumquat Nation, Tom. And then Stoner Kitchen said Tomquat.
Tomquat.
Kumquat.
Or Quat Bobber.
And then John says Kumquat City, Colorado.
Yep.
Don can hear the puppies.
Already.
And cereal file says, oh, and Chumley.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr.
We
Chumley.
got Polly over here. She's not quite as big.
Yeah.
The puppies will be 6 weeks old tomorrow. Yay! And for those of you that may be concerned or whatever, last week we had given the puppies their dewormers, or actually a few days before last Saturday, and the result was, let's just say, not much I want to talk about right now, but it was so bad that it made me worry because I didn't know what was going on. And finally we got a hold of the vet, and it turns out it was just kind of a normal reaction to the medicine we gave them for deworming. So anyway, puppies are fine. Maybe we'll bring one out here in a bit if they're awake.
Yeah.
Oh, good. This little guy tells me they are awake. Wouldn't normally have to go through this, but wow.
Adding extra steps is always good.
Yeah, and I have to add an extra step. Well, this is natural casing, so it doesn't come out quite as easy as that artificial casing. We'll call it casing.
Color casing.
That one was better. One more here. Come on. All right, almost there. Come on. All right. There we go. So, thanks, Polly. Grab the olive oil. There, Oliver, throw the olive oil in the pan. Here am I calling you Oliver. I don't know why I'm doing that. That looks good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Let's throw on some.
Can you hit that light switch over there?
Does that help?
Is that better, guys?
That helps, huh?
Okay. Okay. So, what? We got the kraut here in a can. Kraut in a can. They didn't have the bagged at the store we have, so got the can here. But I looked, and I guess they're the same size. The bag of kraut is just as heavy as a can of kraut, so I don't know if one has more liquid than the other or whatever, but there you have it. We'll fry this up. Is everybody having a good Saturday night? I want to know if everybody's having a good Saturday night. Sam, how's your night? Are you doing good? Same stoner, everybody?
Don says, yes, let's see the puppies. And Stoner Kitchen says, is that an induction stove top?
An induction stovetop? Kind of, I guess. I don't know them fancy book learning words.
It's not gas, that's for sure.
It's kind of a radiant heat top.
John King says, giving everyone an update. I recently moved here to Redding, California to help take care of my sick sister.
Oh, well, I'm sorry your sister is sick, John. Really, I'm sorry. I hope she gets better. Sorry to hear that.
It's nice that you're out there taking care of her. I'm sure she appreciates that.
Absolutely.
And Don asked if this was your creation and did you put the recipe together?
This is from the CrazyDaD show you were saying.
Yeah, this is from Tim at the CrazyDaD show. And Tim's here. And this was something that he suggested last 3 weeks ago when we did the Reuben balls. Because we use sauerkraut in this too. And him and his mom did a video with their version of the kraut balls. So you guys should go check out CrazyDaD's channel and subscribe, and then look for that Sauerkraut Balls video. Just hit balls in the little search area. When you go to a page, there's a little search.
That's what you want to search for when you go to the
Search
search
for
engine.
balls. That's right.
Uncle Les says hi.
Hey, Uncle Les.
And Janice was having a good Saturday.
Janice, awesome. I'm glad you're having a great Saturday. All right, we're getting this cooked up. Now this is like just a very small, I guess, portioned down version of the video that his mom made. It was much, much larger. I think she used 4 pounds of sausage.
Oh wow.
And 4 packs of cream cheese, and it was really a lot bigger than this. So
Bacon 420 says, I hope you're wrapping them in bacon.
bacon.
Ooh,
Hey,
that-
bacon, how's it going, man? It's been a while. Hope you're doing good. It's been a little while, man. I hope all is well with you.
The Stoner Kitchen says, I'm joining with 3 fingers of meat bourbon.
Oh, nice. That sounds good. At least it did when I was drinking guy. Now, if you gave me the bourbon, I'd probably, I don't know, make a dessert.
Yeah.
Something with it.
I can't really do brown alcohols, especially whiskey or anything like that. You know, bourbon, whiskey. You know, those all make my knuckles bleed.
Ooh, is that from punching people
Yeah,
out?
John Steen says, I'm watching you and cooking pizza hot dip.
Pizza. Nice. Well, you
Italian
putting,
sausage.
are you putting Italian sausage on your pizza? All right. So we just got to get this browned off, and it's almost there. And then we add the cream cheese, and I guess I'll grab that out of the fridge.
So we got sausage, cream cheese, and sauerkraut, and that's it.
And that's it. That's what
Crap.
forms the base of the balls. So.
Parsley.
Oh yeah.
Parsley.
Thank you, Mrs. Olguy.
Ooh, there
And
we go.
parsley. And parsley.
So, are you partial to parsley? Are you one of
Am
those
I
people?
partial to
Well,
parsley?
I mean, yeah. I feel like that was phrased
I do like
appropriately.
that.
Yeah, because is it parsley or cilantro? There's some people that, one or the other that people I know are either entirely against or, fine with, and that, like,
Yeah, I see what you mean. No, I think parsley's fine. Same thing. I like cilantro too.
Right.
So
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Either one's fine. It's not like off flavor to me.
No.
It seems appropriate.
CrazyDaD says, thanks for the shout out. Mom will be proud.
well, that's awesome.
Happy to give credit where credit is due.
That's right. And then y'all look like a great family there, Tim. I'd would like to meet you guys in person sometime.
John King says, pizza hot dogs?
Say what?
Pizza hot dogs?
Pizza hot dogs?
So is that a
Pizza
hot
dogs?
dog bun turned into a
To
pizza, or is that hot dogs
on
on
a
a pizza?
pizza?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stoner Kitchen says cilantro.
Cilantro. Love cilantro.
John says, me too, I'm making pizza, pepperoni.
Awesome.
It's a pizza night, I guess.
It is a pizza night.
We weren't informed. Send us the memo.
Yeah, no kidding. We
And
were,
it says it's cilantro that some people think tastes like soap.
what,
Yeah.
cilantro?
Yeah. That's right. I think it tastes like soap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely don't have the soap taste when I eat cilantro.
No, well, the first time I tried cilantro, I didn't like it.
Okay.
But after having it again and a few other items, I began to see how good it was, I guess. I grew to appreciate it a lot.
Stoner Kitchen says, I think I read somewhere that some people are pre-genetically disposed to having cilantro taste like soap.
So it's a gene. They've
It's a
pinned it
cilantro
down.
gene.
So either you have the cilantro gene and you're good to eat cilantro and you're safe, or You're like, oh, this is disgusting, and I'm gonna spit it out.
That's right. The cilantro gene. We must have it.
We got
Put
it.
it on.
Oh, gone, whatever. Oh, geez.
Okay. All right. The sausage looks like.
John
Done.
King says pizza involves chopped onions, pickles, weenies, pepperoni, and German sausage with a huge sub roll
Ooh.
Interesting.
and mozzarella cheese.
Okay. Well, you know, every pizza's different.
I didn't know this, but apparently, like traditional, like as traditional as you can get for pizza would be, you know, like Italian pizza, right? And apparently, Italian pizza is incredibly different than the pizza that you and I would go to the pizza shop and go buy. Apparently, it's like always deep dish, and it's like thick, and you pour the tomato sauce on top of everything, and so you've got, you know, your cheese and all your ingredients. And it's a thick amount of sauce poured on top, and it goes on top so that your toppings don't burn. And it you know, you still cut it up and it's eaten in slices, but it's more like a pie with all your toppings and your tomato sauce. I feel like that would be quite an experience. I want to try like that kind of pizza, you know, other than just hearing about it. It
Yeah.
sounds like something, you know, I got to experience myself.
You know, the big thing I can remember about a lot of pizzas are the worst ones. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of places I've been to, the pizzas were okay. I mean, nothing really out of the ordinary. But I've had a few like good ones out of some pizza places, like up in Crested Butte and so forth. They had some different kind of pizzas, and those were okay too. But I always remember the worst ones. Like one of the ones was at one of the places that Janice goes to all the time, Knott's Berry, and a Knott's Berry farm, and I'll bet it's completely changed now. But we went to
Wait, this was back when Dirt was born, or
Dirt-
after Dirt was
after
born?
Dirt,
Oh.
after Dirt, but just before the wheel.
Okay, before the wheel. Okay.
Actually, it was when my son Richard was about 6 or 7. We went to Disneyland and all that stuff. Did Knott's Berry Farm, and we had some pizza there. It was just terrible. A barbecue pizza, and it was by far the worst pizza. Well, second worst pizza ever.
No.
But I imagine it's changed now. All the food that I've seen Janice review looks really good. So.
Stoner Kitchen says, is deep dish pizza? Is deep dish a pizza or a casserole?
I suppose it's a pizza. Casserole is usually kind of like noodles and, you know,
Yeah.
things like that. Arthur, could you just kind of slide that open a little bit?
And Don says, my son and I love cilantro, but my daughter and wife hate it.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Says the same thing, tastes like soap. I don't get it.
They got the different cilantro genes going on.
Yep, you don't have these cilantro gene. All right, I gotta get a better spoon. Hang on.
And John King said, for dessert, ginger snap peach cobbler.
That sounds really good.
Ooh, that sounds really good. Yeah. Anything with ginger. I like ginger.
Yeah, I'm a fan of ginger, including molasses cookies. They got a fair amount of ginger in them too. All right, I'm gonna drain some of this grease out. Whoop!
All right.
It was gonna slip.
How much to get you to drink a spoonful of that grease?
How much to get me to drink a spoonful of grease? How much money you got on you?
Around $5.
That's $5. Mm. That's not enough. I've seen videos of guys walking up to people like on the strip in Vegas and giving them $20 if they could eat a Reaper pepper.
Oh no.
You know?
The trip to the hospital isn't worth the $20 you're gonna get from that.
People are dumb enough to try it. Okay,
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
we got that.
back in high school, I was able to
Trained?
pool in with a few friends and pay a friend of ours to shave his eyebrows off. Yeah, it was really menacing after that. You could never see what expression he was trying to portray. It was very stern looking,
Shaved your eye. Well, that's pretty funny. I watched a friend of mine in the military burn his eyebrows off. That was pretty funny too. We warmed our tents with these like pot-belly stoves, and they ran with diesel fuel, and they had a little, kind of like a little carburetor thing at the bottom, and the diesel fuel would run into the bottom of the stove there, and you just light in a few matches. Anybody that knows about diesel, especially cold diesel, a match won't necessarily light it. Sometimes you gotta drop a few before it'll light. Well, my buddy he'd been trying to light it and light it and light it, and in the meantime, more and more diesel was going into the bottom of it. He finally lit the whole book and dropped it on in there. Whoosh! Took his eyebrows just like that. It was funny. Good thing he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, that's lucky. He just took his eyebrows off.
Okay, so I got to drain this sauerkraut.
You're gonna drink that, right?
Wow, that's strong.
Your cure for constipation is to drink the sauerkraut juice.
Oh, no.
No.
I drink no juice. Got to find something to drain it into.
Better than prunes.
Better than prunes. Okay, here we go. Dish.
The sausage looks great.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
All right. Got a little drainer here.
We're deep frying these too. Right.
All right, come on.
Cheese.
Trying to get this drained. I'm trying to get it drained. Kraut drainer. All right.
Take your time with your kraut.
I'm
Don't want to
trying.
rush it. Don't want to rush it.
I'm trying. All right.
If it's too soggy, they probably won't form very good balls. So.
Hey, I am not the kraut drainer, nor the kraut drainer's son, but I'll drain the kraut till the kraut drainer comes. All
I
right.
think that makes sense. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Stoner Kitchen says it's hard to mess up a pizza, but the 7-Eleven pizza I had tasted like ketchup bread with plastic cheese.
I mean, that sounds
That
better
sounds
than
about
some.
right, yeah. That's perfectly what to expect at
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. We're going to use about half of this. That would be about right according to proportions. So there's half.
I agree, though. It is hard to mess up the pizza. And that is really disappointing. It's like the lowest bar there is. Like, if you can't make a pizza, get out of the kitchen.
Well, when I was in the military, I worked for a short time in the enlisted man's club in the kitchen. And pizza was on the menu, and we did a lot of pizzas on like payday night. And we'd always, sometimes we'd get orders for 10 pizzas or more, So we would put them on the oven, stack them up to keep them warm. And I remember this one time in particular, we were training a new guy, and we told him, okay, go get this order over there on top of the oven. There was 6 pizzas. He reaches up and he grabs them off of the oven, and then he pulled them down and he tried to tuck them under his arm
My goodness.
like they were a suitcase or something.
Oh, no.
And all that hot cheese and sauce and everything leaked down onto his hand. So he dropped him because it burnt. And we got to do those pizzas all over and give them away for free because this guy Thought he could carry a pizza like a briefcase or something. I don't know. Anyway.
It's the way you carry your records around, right?
Yeah, that's where you carry your records around.
CrazyDaD said that they would love to have our family come out and visit. It would be amazing.
That would be fun.
And Serial File says, drink the grease, OG.
No, I will not drink the grease.
Grease shots.
John
Grease
says
shots.
molasses cookies are the bomb.
I love molasses cookies. My mom made these big, soft molasses cookies. Oh, they're almost like gingerbread, but they were soft, and just like a cake almost. They're so good.
John thinks he should make Carolina Reaper chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh, there we go.
That
Anything
sounds-
spice and chocolate is always
That
nice.
sounds dangerous. Okay, so we're gonna get this cream cheese. And Tim, since this is your mom's recipe and whatnot, if you see me doing something wrong here, you let me know. We've got the kraut, and we got the I'm forgetting the parsley.
No, still
Stoner
forgetting
Kitchen
it.
says we need a new segment, Story Time with Tom, LOL.
Yeah, story time with Tom. Well, thank you. If you think I'm that interesting.
You got great stories.
All right, so I add a little bit of parsley. All right, get the lid back
Stoner
on.
Kitchen said they had a party once, but the catch was the first one to fall asleep lost a brow.
Oh
Good
no.
old days, ha ha ha.
Sounds like a fun party.
Good friends.
I remember when I was young and doing such foolish things. The first one that passed out got their face painted with black light paints. Back then, black lights were the cool thing. So we painted his entire face. You know, pretty warrior-like, I'd say. It was interesting.
You guys are more creative. Our generation just drew penises on people's faces.
That's always fun too.
This is a classic go-to. You know.
Well, at one of the kitchens I managed, my sous chef, he was preparing carrots, and he pulled out absolutely the biggest carrot I've ever seen. It was like that long and about that big around. It was huge, and we kind of joked about it, and I went back to what I was doing and didn't pay attention to it until a couple of days later. This guy and a couple other dudes were just laughing their heads off, and I'm like, "What's so funny?" And he had carved a penis out of this carrot
Oh,
and duct taped it to the front of the dishwasher's car. And so for like a day, it probably held out there, but then in the hot Texas sun, it just hung there all floppy and shriveled, and everybody was laughing because it was on his car, and he didn't notice it. So he did after that, and his face turned pretty red. But that was hilarious. So,
CrazyDaD said you're doing good.
good.
All right. Haven't failed yet.
Stoner Kitchen says it takes a lot longer to grow an eyebrow than you would think.
Especially because you're waiting every day for it to come in. Will I look normal? Will I recognize myself in the mirror?
Geez, really, I don't know. I might have to put that to the test because it seems like every
You
time
could-
I
you
look
could
in the
lose a few
mirror,
eyebrows.
yeah, I get these freaking Boris Yeltsin things.
What about guacamole cheesecake? John wants to know.
The guacamole cheesecake, a savory cheesecake. Could do that.
Anything with avocado, actually, you can cover up the taste of the avocado.
Well,
I mean, guacamole though already has spices to it.
some avocado paste with some cream cheese, and you make it a savory. So you add a little garlic, a little bit of onion, some cilantro, bake it, and then after that, you can go crazy with whatever kind of savory topping or meat that you'd want to go with it. I think that's not a horrible idea. All right.
Don wants to know where Arthur's other half is.
Oh, Olivia can't make it tonight. She was celebrating her mother's birthday with her But she says hi to everybody. Wishes she could be here.
Yep.
And
She
Stoner
does.
says, this is why we need story time.
All right. So now, Tim, on the video, it said that your mom cooked this for like 15 or 10 or 15 minutes. Is that true, or is it just till the cream cheese gets like pretty well melted and
Mixed in with everything.
mixed in? Just curious. I don't want to overdo it.
Gonna move on to the next step.
Yep. Got to keep on keeping on here.
Dogs calm down.
Oh, and by the way, I don't know that he's watching now, but hi to my brother Doug.
Hey, Doug.
And by the way, Arthur and Olivia got to meet my brother.
We did.
It was by chance, I guess. They came to visit me, and they stayed at a hotel very nearby. And it was in the morning. They were looking for a place to eat. Saw Arthur and Olivia walking down the street. So he's like a famous person now. You know, he was recognized, you know,
From this show?
From this show. So, you know, that's awesome. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw the little video I did with my brother when he was here. If you haven't, take a look. It's a fun video.
The review board.
The review board.
That was great that you guys got to do a video together.
It was.
He hasn't entered yet.
Okay. It's okay.
Just keep cooking it
Yep.
forever.
Yep. I'll keep cooking it till like this is totally annihilated.
Don said, hi, Doug.
Ah, cool. One of my watchers said hi, Doug. All right.
CrazyDaD said, yeah, I would just say once the cream cheese is melted, you're good to go.
All right, I think we're good to go then.
I think we're good here.
And then Stoner Kitchen said, Tom can rock a wig.
I can rock that. You know, that's right. That
Oh yes. No.
that powdered wig look. You know.
The long luscious locks.
Yeah. Well, you know, because I got the beard going here, and that kind of, you know, sort of blends in. Sort of.
And Don said it was nice to see you two brothers together.
Well, you know, it was nice. It was nice to be with my brother. I hadn't seen him in like 3 years, so it was really good to see him. He moved from Colorado to Iowa, so it's definitely going to be these longer periods before we see each other. Anyway, so to make the cooling process go a little bit quicker, I'm going to spread this onto a cookie sheet and have Mrs. Old Guy put it in the freezer. On Tim's video, I think they just had it in the bowl and they stuck it in the fridge for like half an hour or whatever to cool it down. And so I don't want to wait that long. I think we can speed that up a little bit if we stick it in the freezer. So I'll spread this out. Smells all right.
No, it smells great. The presentation though, I'm glad this is not the final presentation because I must
Yeah.
say, like looking at it,
That looks like what we've been cleaning up from the puppies.
I was gonna say cat puke, but maybe that's being too nice. No, it looks
Yeah.
lovely.
Yes. All right, Mrs. Old Guy, can I reach over? And thank you.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll set that, and we'll give that just a few minutes. And while we're taking these few minutes, clean this up real quick. I have got a little bit to share with y'all. All right, that's fine for now.
Time for history hour.
Time for history hour. All right. Well, so Tim, I did a little bit of looking online, and there's a little bit of like controversy, I suppose. Not really controversy, but I'd say what's the
Unsettled.
Unsettled, just maybe just it's not really dispute. It's just two claims to the same thing, kind of. Anyway, and I'm talking about your sauerkraut balls. I saw one article that said they were invented in the 1950s by a couple of brothers, and they even gave names, Max and Roman Gruber, for their fancy restaurant, and in Shaker Heights, Ohio. Now, that being said, right after that, I saw all kinds of other ones that said it was invented in Akron, Ohio. In Akron, Ohio.
So no matter what, it was invented in Ohio.
Yeah, it seems to or definitely originate in Ohio, but the cities are, there's some conflict there. And it's 1960s, and I guess several restaurants in Akron serve them as an appetizer. So then I found out that there's even an earlier recipe than that, but is also related to German immigrants to Ohio. And their recipe involved no meat. No meat, right. Just had kraut was the big thing, and had mashed potatoes, salt and pepper, an egg, a little bit of flour, and then of course the breadcrumbs, and almost just like a potato croquette, only with sauerkraut. So that's what I found out about sauerkraut balls.
The more you know.
So I hope that was informative to all y'all, and Tim, I hope that was informative to you too. I don't know.
To me, it fits all together. It kind of evolved and changed, and so maybe someone in Ohio, took the old German recipe and
Added something
new to it in the 50s, and it caught on a little bit more. And by the 60s, it spread to the neighboring town.
Yep.
Someone else added it and tweaked it a little different.
Yep. Well, I will say that I did see several different recipes for kraut balls. A lot of them wanted corned beef and ham. Also, some of them require sausage too. Some just the corned beef and the ham. It really varied, and there was really a lot of different ones. I'm really surprised. There's one or two consistent things, like the parsley, the sour cream, or not the sour cream, the cream cheese, and onions, which is one that wasn't in your mom's version. But those are the three items that I've seen mostly through all of them, other than the other meats. So, okay. But anyway, so this is what we're doing, and
Stoner Kitchen wanted to know, how was your time at the Comedy Works?
Oh, Stoner Kitchen, it was fun. It was really fun. The first time I went on stage, I nearly vomited. I was so nervous, but the saving grace was that I practiced my little 2-minute routine, because the very first time you go on, they only give you 2 minutes, and so I had my little 2 minutes. I rehearsed it and rehearsed it and rehearsed it and rehearsed it, and I rehearsed it some more. And so after I got out there on the stage and I actually started doing it, I kind of got into the flow of how I'd been rehearsing it, and it went okay. But man, for that first second there.
You still remember it?
Oh, of course. Well, remember all of it? Maybe not all of it, but I do remember part of it. Like, I don't know how many of you, just you're watching your regular TV and you see these commercials for feminine hygiene products. Projects.
No.
Yeah, these feminine hygiene products, and I get tired of it. I want to see some man products. I want to see ATF, aromatic testicle freshener.
Oh.
Come in like 7, 8 manly varieties, like like beef jerky or guacamole or beer, you know, some manly scents. Maybe have it multi-purpose, like it works for your feet too. It's a foot spray and a breath freshener.
Spray, I like that.
And
I was
you know,
imagining like a
takes
deodorant
care of your
stick.
rotten crotch. You know, hey, yeah, some ATF. You know,
Stoner Kitchen said that he's a huge fan of Comedy Works, and he says he's done an open mic just once to cross it off of the bucket list, and almost had a panic attack going on.
yeah, it's scary the first time you get in front of people. It is like that, absolutely.
And John says, Tom, try making Captain Crunch Carolina Reaper French toast.
Captain Crunch Carolina
Reaper.
French toast.
French
Carolina
toast.
Reaper French toast.
It's pushing it.
That's pushing it, yeah. It's pushing the limits of what's culinary possible, John. Either that or, you know, humanly safe. You might mix some of those things together and end up with like an explosion. You never know. That's what happened to Richard Pryor. You know, I'm sure you heard what happened with him. He was freebasing coke, and it blew up on him, and he got burned really bad. Okay, and then later on, after he recovered, he was talking about it wasn't that did it to him. He was in the kitchen wanting some milk and cookies, and he had just a little bit of 2% and a little bit of whole milk. So he mixed them together, and when he dipped in the cookie, it blew up. So I try to watch out for those things too. So.
It's like crossing the streams in Ghostbusters.
Exactly.
Just never do that.
You don't want to do that, no.
CrazyDaD says, very interesting. He didn't know that it was originated in Ohio. And he goes, I guess that's why it's so big here in Akron around the holidays, especially. Thanks for the info, Tom.
Yep. Well, I think I saw two different things that said it's really, really popular for the Super Bowl, and I can't remember if it was Thanksgiving or New Year's, but you're right. Yeah, I guess around the holidays. Yeah, I guess they'd be good at any holiday.
But especially during cold weather, I can see.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Nice warm sauerkraut balls.
You bet, absolutely. Absolutely. We're, I don't know. We've been in there for just a couple minutes. Maybe we should start getting the breading stuff ready to go. Here's a little tray for the breadcrumbs. Tossing your breadcrumbs. Okay, breadcrumbs. That bowl there is for the eggs. You want to grab it? Right there on the...
Alright. We got breadcrumbs and eggs.
Breadcrumbs. Getting some
That's
eggs.
all we need.
Eggs. What else am I getting? That's it. I want to get some, cookie sheet. Cookie sheet with some flour.
Stover Kitchen says, always crumb your kraut.
Always crumb your kraut. I've been a professional kraut crumber for 50 years.
How many eggs we need?
For this, I'd go with, let's put 3 in there just to make sure. A little more flour. A little more flour. And I'm open for reasonable suggestions for next week. So, somebody got something in mind for next week? We can, like I said, if it's within reason, we'll certainly give it a try. Get these a whisk.
CrazyDaD Show says, now the fun starts, LOL.
Yep, the tedious process of breading. The worst of all, like I said when I did my Swedish meatball video, the worst, I don't know, most tedious culinary time I ever had in my whole career was making 5,000 Swedish meatballs, being this other apprentice. we won't go there right now. Okay.
Swedish meatballs are a whole different thing, aren't they?
Oh, I love Swedish meatballs. Well, they're not a whole lot different than regular meatballs other than some spice.
Right.
It's just so tedious making that many of them. So, Phil, go ahead and dump a lot more than that in there. Yeah, it's good. That's good. Let's try that.
All right.
Chris says, if you need your oven blessed with cornmeal again, just give him a call.
Chris, I'm glad you're here, buddy. You know, if it weren't for puppies, dude, we would have made it over this summer to see us. So I'll give it a real effort to get over to your part of the state and visit with you this fall. How's that? Okay. But I'm glad you're here. And yeah, I don't know if you want to bake anymore here. I might supervise just a little bit more. All right, put the eggs away. So we're just about ready. Gonna make my balls out of the scooper. Scoop up my balls, man.
Don't get any hairs pinched.
Yeah. Speaking of getting hairs pinched, many years ago, when I was a single guy, I was living in this apartment building, and there was a couple of local girls or ladies that were just hanging out. We were having a few beers, and they were doing their hair and putting on their makeup and crimping their eyelashes. Well, I thought, hey, you know, what's this eyelash crimper thing all about, you know? And so I thought I'd try it. That's a bad thing. That is a torture instrument is what that is. I don't know. Never try that, guys. Never, ever try that. I went a little too far on there, and I ended up getting my eyelid in there. And when I crimped it, it was unreal. It took both hands to pull that thing off. Never again. So.
Stoner Kitchen says, I remember one of our tests in culinary school was a chopped challenge. They gave us a basket of random ingredients, and we had to make 3 courses. Really fun but intense.
Yeah, I bet. What kind of items did you get? That's a horrible question to ask, but
John says,
inquiring minds want to know. Sorry, go ahead.
John says, Tom, for the next week, how about guacamole chicken enchiladas?
Guacamole chicken enchiladas? Chicken guacamole enchiladas. John, I will definitely keep that I'll definitely keep that in mind. I'll definitely make that a consideration. I might be able to do that. I will definitely try. So, no promises just yet. But keep an eye on my little posting for the live stream, and we'll see. Okay. Got to check into it. All right. But chicken, guacamole, tamales?
Enchiladas.
No. Enchiladas. Okay. We can do that. We'll do that. Okay, John? What you said. Tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Next week.
Next tomorrow.
The next tomorrow that we're doing this. Okay. This old guy, go ahead and grab that mixture. It's probably cool enough. I am going to grab... a little bit of water here. Hoping I don't
Thank
need
you.
it.
You're welcome.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's cooled down nicely. Let's slide that this way. All right, so I guess we can actually just put these to the side right now. we'll just go through and make the balls. Okay, I'll let you scoop.
All right, I'm gonna scoop.
Yep.
And you're gonna roll them around the
And we're
flour.
gonna roll them around in the flour.
All right.
And let me find something. Put them on.
Stoner Kitchen said it was like beef, random veggies, licorice, sardines, and had to make and incorporate a
Spoon to
hollandaise
help
sauce.
shape the ball a little bit. Yeah, make it.
Yeah, just,
Help round
just,
it out.
just flatten it out.
Okay.
Did you hear that, Tom?
No, sorry, no, go ahead.
Stoner Kitchen said it was like beef, random veggies,
I want to round it.
Okay.
One more time, sorry.
beef, random veggies,
Uh-huh.
licorice, sardines, and had to make and incorporate hollandaise sauce.
Sounds really good no matter what combination.
Interesting. So what did you do? What did you make with everything? I love hollandaise sauce.
I really want to learn how to make hollandaise sauce because I always like having eggs Benedict for breakfast, but it's something I never make at home myself. You know,
Oh.
it's something I go out for.
Arthur, I will be glad to show you.
That'd be great.
Super simple.
Okay.
Much easier than most other ways. So I'll show
Be great. Should have breakfast for dinner night sometime.
you. we do that sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, have breakfast for dinner. So Stoner Kitchen, here's one for you. Have you ever used a waffle iron to cook your hash browns?
Ooh.
That's really yummy. Takes a good pile and you gotta let them cook. But if it's a decent if it's a decent waffle iron that doesn't stick, they're super good. Used to
John
use
says, or homemade chicken or shepherd's pie.
Yes, shepherd's pie.
shepherd's pie is yum.
Or, so my, of course Olivia's English, and so she corrected me the first time. I was like, oh, let's make some shepherd's pie. And, I had beef or something in the fridge, ground beef. And she's like, that is not shepherd's pie. That is, cottage pie if it's anything other than lamb. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, I'm sorry. It's just a meat pie. It's a cottage pie. So next time I went to go, make shepherd's pie. You know what I do? I go and I buy ground lamb. I make it, and she says, I don't like lamb.
That's hilarious.
I thought I had it.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
And then I ate it, and I realized
Why
I
you
don't like
don't-
lamb either. So let's only
Yeah.
make cottage pie instead.
That's why when I made my gyros, I didn't use lamb. I used pork and beef,
Did you?
but no lamb. I'm not fond of it either. I know a lot of people love it, but same thing with goat. I'm not real fond of goat either. Although there has been a time or two when it's been decent. So,
Yeah, it can be seasoned enough to where it
Yeah.
covers over the flavor that it starts out as.
This is going really well. My fryer is hot already.
Stoner Kitchen says yes, he has 2 irons, and he says he also scrambled some eggs into the hash. So good.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you saw my attempt. I did some videos on trying to do some Scotch eggs different way. Like I did an eggs Benedict version of a Scotch egg,
Ooh.
which turned out really nice. And I tried another one with getting using hash browns instead of sausage around the egg, but that didn't work so well. They just kind of didn't work very good. I'll try it. I'll try again sometime.
Stoner Kitchen said that curry or jerk goat he likes.
Don't think I've had either one. Curry or jerk goat. Goat, awesome buco, and what else did you even like to make with that goat? Oh, some kind of
Enchiladas.
Enchilada meat. Yeah.
Yeah. Goat enchiladas.
Yeah, goat enchiladas. I didn't like them.
They were pretty good. I got used to it.
I didn't like them.
Stoner Kitchen says you need to try cinnamon toast crunch waffles.
Ooh.
That would be all right.
I don't see how to make it. Oh, waffles though. Okay, I was thinking French toast, but yeah, waffles that could be done
You bet.
into your waffle mix.
And CrazyDaD says Uncle wants to know if you guys ever try turducken.
No, I've sure seen enough about it, but I've actually never tried it. I'd like to, but yeah, that's something I've never tried. Yeah.
Oh, it always makes me think of the old Saturday Night Live commercials for just wrapping food inside of food. And, you know, you got a taco, and then you wrap it in a burrito, and then you wrap it in a pizza, and then you wrap it in a pancake, and then you deep fry it. And, you know.
Well, they're still doing that. It's, you know, they're putting waffles with chicken and
It's true.
peanut butter and jelly on hamburgers and.
I do like that though, peanut butter and jelly on a hamburger. It's the sweet and salty thing. It kind of works like that Snickers bar.
Sure. No, I understand. Believe me, I do. I like Thai peanut butter sauce. Or
Yeah.
not peanut butter. Thai peanut sauce.
John says chili cheese dog waffles.
Chili cheese dog waffles. It could be done with the waffle batter on the stick.
So I have a story.
John, wait. Go ahead. Let me hear your story.
I walked home hungry one day from school when I was a teenager, and we had leftover waffles from the morning. And my mother was like, you know, no matter what you eat, you know, just, you know, make sure to put a waffle with it, you know, because we got to use them up. It's just like bread. It's just sweet bread. You know, put it with anything. And so, you know, I'm like, but I just want a can of chili. And she's like, all right, as long as you eat a waffle with it. So I heated up a can of chili and I poured it over top of a waffle. And you know what? That was not good. It's not the same as bread. It didn't complement. And, you know, it didn't settle very well either.
Yeah, that sounds pretty horrible, you know. And
So,
with
chili waffles, I'm
chili waffles, you get to draw the line.
one and done.
All
Stoner
right.
Kitchen said that he tried to make turducken once, but he failed miserably.
Oh.
Oh, what, did it not cook all the way through? Because I would think that would be the biggest scare, that it doesn't cook all the way. Let me drop this off over here. Wash off. Whoa!
All right.
Crash.
We got some powdery balls.
Woo-hoo. Very krauty. I can smell it, smell it, smell it. All right, here we go. We'll put them on here.
So we need to reverse.
Yeah, we'll reverse that. All right. I'm ready if you are, Mr. Music.
All right.
Here we are. So we're going to start breading these things.
Good guard dogs.
All right. Oh, wait. Make sure you get it a good roll around. Make sure that whole thing's wet. Here we go. So, Tim, did you guys normally just give things a single layer of breading, or did you ever go back and do breading twice, or did you refrigerate them again after you breaded them?
What is it, John?
Don said, how about Colorado chicken verde bao buns? B-A-O buns?
I don't know what those are.
I don't know what those are. I have no clue. Sorry, John.
Gone.
Don. Can you say, what is that again?
How about Colorado chili verde bao bun? B-A-O. Bun.
Bun?
Yes, B-U-N-S.
I don't think I've ever heard of it before. I really don't. Thank you.
Well, last time I was here, you told me you make a really good green chili.
I do. I make killer green chili. I did put a video. outside.
Chinese buns.
Oh, Chinese buns, huh? I've never tried making a Chinese bun. I've looked at a lot of the real interesting, like, desserts and stuff that they make.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, pretty amazing stuff.
CrazyDaD says they just did the one layer and then fried away.
Okay. Well, that's good enough for me then. We should form a company. Schweddies.
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 Got a
Schweddies kraut balls. So, Tim, I saw on the video, Nate picked up your bowl of sauerkraut and was saying what he likes to do with it and wanted to put it in the trash. So I'm just wondering, did he eat one of these sauerkraut balls and did he like it? I'm curious about that. You left me wondering on the video.
Jana said Bayos are very tasty.
Last time Mrs. Old Guy and I went to California, we went to we had a day in San Francisco, so we stopped at a couple of very, very tiny Chinese restaurants there in Chinatown, and the food was amazing, but it was a whole lot different than I thought it was going to be. And I'd like to go back sometime because there's a lot of things that we missed out on, like the steamed buns and other stuff. So if we ever make it back up there again, I'd like to spend a couple days in Chinatown.
Don says it's like a big dumpling dough, or it's like a big dumpling dough, and they put different fillings in them, and
Yep.
then they are steamed.
Okay. So yeah, okay. I guess I was familiar with what they are, just not the name. So.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting there. These things are almost done. Start frying. Okay. They smell good. I can smell the kraut. I'm not really fond of kraut, but with the smell of the sausage too. Smell pretty good. And these are the Italian breadcrumbs. I think that's what your mom said to use. Is Mom watching too, Tim?
John says, how about next week, homemade tortillas and fresh pot of pinto beans with bacon?
Ooh, anything with bacon.
And Jana says her daughter made a German chocolate cake once when she was substituted sauerkraut for the coconut because her friend is highly allergic to coconut. It was actually pretty good.
Huh. Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, that sounds kind of different. Did she drain that or, rinse it out at all?
And CrazyDaD says, that's my son for you, LOL. He did try one before, but wasn't happy. He said they tasted like gross. Like
Tasted
grass.
Like grass?
Yes.
I tasted like gross.
John King says, Stoner Kitchen asked John if he had ever had charro beans.
Charro beans. Not sure what that would be.
I don't know what those are either.
Yeah, I don't know either. So I've got 2 ideas for next week. Are they both from John? Was there? Yeah. So John, you're giving me my choice of homemade tortillas and beans. Well, here, I can do the homemade tortillas, live, but obviously cooking the beans is going to take much longer than, the time I'm going to be streaming. So I'll probably have the beans already prepared, and we'll do the tortillas on the stream. What did he say to make with it again, Mr. Old Guy? Beans, tortillas.
Yeah, beans and tortillas.
Oh,
And
with
bacon. Beans with bacon.
beans with bacon. Ah, okay.
CrazyDaD said that she didn't get to make it over. His mom.
Ah, okay. Well, that's too bad. She can look another time. She can watch the video.
And Janice said that she thinks she probably rinsed the kraut.
Okay. Yeah, I would think,
Yeah.
you would want to rinse it a little bit anyway. But
And Stoner Kitchen said charro beans, beans with bacon, caramelized onions, chopped sausage, or chopped sausage, and chorizo.
that sounds yum. That sounds really good.
CrazyDaD Show says Uncle makes a mean shoe fly pie, Tom.
Shoe fly pie. Man, I've heard of a shoe fly pie before, but it's been so long that I've forgotten what was, what it was all about or what's in it. So please, refresh my memory. I didn't remember the buttermilk pie not too long ago. So yes, please. What? Pray tell, what goes in said yonder pie?
All right, we got them all.
Great. All right. Put this little bit back here.
Everything I always think of is more dessert based. I think it's because all this is too complicated for me. I just want to do something real easy. So like Rice Krispies. If we did Rice Krispies, but just substitute the Rice Krispies for like any other cereal, we could just maybe
Add the marshmallow.
Yeah, add marshmallow to any other cereal, hold it together. Do Cocoa Puffs and things like that. That and the s'mores idea. Just very minimal on the cooking part. Just,
Crash. Pulling out the basket. And of course, the fabulous, fantastic Farberware fryer
fantastic Farberware.
is ready to roll. And we are ready to start frying these up. So I'm going to do, I don't know.
CrazyDaD said molasses, brown sugar, and flour.
Molasses, brown sugar.
For the beans.
For the beans.
That sounds good. Yeah. We don't have molasses out here though.
Yeah, of course we do.
Stoner
fuck.
Kitchen says cooking beans with
Where do you find
chorizo
molasses out here?
is a secret a lot of people don't know. It's essential in Mexican kitchens.
What is?
Cooking beans with chorizo is a secret a lot of people don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you saw my breakfast burrito video. That had chorizo in it. Oh, man, they were good. Okay, here we go. We got the first batch of the crab balls going down. Arthur, there's some napkins right there. We can just throw a few on the table, maybe. I'm not sure where to put them.
Is that to cover this up?
No, that's just to. Well, wait a minute.
Like that movie Big Daddy, Adam Sandler just.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a mess. There we go. I'm done with that.
John says there's something simple like grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup.
Okay.
Nice.
Do we need the plates?
Not really. I just want to dry that off a little bit, and we're gonna. Those are to drain those.
Okay.
So crap.
Everything's falling apart.
Okay.
Okay.
So just until they're golden brown, I would imagine. Yes. Oh, here we
Golden.
No, we need to put a bunch more on here.
Okay.
Spread them out.
In a swimming pool of napkins.
Well, not quite a swimming pool, but yeah, well, kiddie pool maybe. They're looking good. They're round. They're getting golden brown. I want to make sure they're hot in the middle.
Oh yeah. Those are
Oh, they
looking
look
good.
great. Yep, starting to come through a little bit.
Stoner Kitchen said Arthur's shirt game is fire.
Thank you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Appreciate it. Try to make sure, to keep it different every time.
All right, we'll get this next batch cooked off. While it's in there, we'll give it a try.
Alright.
Okay, let me get this out of the way. Arthur, I kind of have a surprise.
Dun dun dun.
Unbeknownst to you, I made a little dipping sauce to go with these.
Ooh. I did not know there was a dipping sauce that will add to the experience. What are we dipping these in?
I've got some semi-spicy poblano cream
Ooh, poblanos.
and I don't know how daring you're going to be, but I am going to, after tasting the first one, I made some, let's get it opened up here. I made some bread rolls. So I'm just going to try a little bread roll and make a sandwich with this on it and see how good it is with a sandwich. So,
Ah.
all right. I don't know if you want to be that ambitious, but I'm going to give it a try. And I'll share it with Mrs. Oga if she'll have some. She gave me the nod.
Try one as a sandwich.
You want to try one as a
As
sandwich?
well.
Might as well. All right then.
So you made this bread?
I did.
Dad said, oh, Arthur always rocks the shirt. And Stoner says, yes, old guy merch.
Okay, here we go. Let me grab a spoon. First, I think, in all fairness, before we do anything else,
Don says he
Gotta
needs
try
some
one.
merch.
try one just as they are. Here we go.
Don says you need merch.
I need merch.
Very creamy.
It is.
You can taste the sausage a lot. I feel like the sauerkraut kind of fades off a little bit, but it's there.
Yeah.
Not as forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the kraut isn't too pronounced at all. It is like Tim said. You don't really taste the kraut after you cook it this way.
Stoner Kitchen says he has an idea for Tom's first shirt. A quad a day keeps the bobbin away.
Ooh.
It's all right. Let me try a bite of this with this poblano cream. These ones
That's
are
really good. I like that.
Okay, here we go.
Try this as well.
Mm. Oh wow. Mm. That's not a bad combo. Roll these out.
Where we going?
Make this sandwich share with this old guy.
The poblano sauce that really takes it to the next level.
You like that?
It was good. It was absolutely good on its own. It's got enough creaminess to kind of not need anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a bit of a spice fan, so that little bit of it's a mild spice that poblano is, but it's there and it kind of just adds to the flavor and doesn't interrupt or take away from it. It just adds that little kick.
Awesome.
And I love it. That's
Awesome.
great.
I can't wait to try it on bread. right.
Donor Kitchen says poblano cream sounds really good. And John says German style meatloaf and fried potatoes.
That sounds good too. Okay, can you guys see that okay? What do you think, Tim? Would your mom approve? Make a sandwich? Yep, use all you want, Arthur. I got plenty.
Alright.
It has got cream.
Okay.
CrazyDaD says it looks real good, Tom. I'm so glad you made these and hope you guys enjoy them. And make sure Olivia gets to try some also.
Ooh, I will take some home later.
Yep.
If we have any left. These are
Yeah.
too good.
Yummy stuff. I'm gonna gob some on the top too.
Yeah.
I ain't messing around. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look great? Yeah. I can't wait. Cut this in half. Half to Mrs. Old Guy. Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Arthur, get you some balls.
Alrighty.
Got to put at least 4 on there.
Yeah. I think
CrazyDaD says he
that
can't
seems like a
wait
good
to
number.
share it with his mom. She will be happy.
Awesome.
Making it a sandwich is a whole nother thing. I'm pretty awkward with food in general. So, like a meatball sandwich, have you ever taken a bite into a meatball sandwich and the meatball just shot out
Oh, yeah.
like onto you? Yeah, I'd steer clear of those typically.
Well, you just got to remember to hold the bottom pinched. You want to cut it in half? Might be more manageable.
Nah, I'll just go for
All
it.
right. Here we go.
Janice says they look delicious.
Oh, man. That is next level.
That's really good.
That is outstanding. Oh, the poblano cream mixed in with that cream cheese,
Mm-hmm.
that is just unbelievably tasty.
John says it looks awesome. You would definitely try it out for sure.
Oh, man. Yep. Yeah, using Tim's mom's recipe, throwing it on some bread. I bet it would be good with marinara too. Yeah, but this poblano cream is just something just way different. So good.
And what I was saying about, you don't even have to worry. The balls themselves, the sauerkraut balls, kind of squish down and just kind of, stay there on the bread.
Yeah, true. They do have a little more, a much softer texture than a regular meatball.
Ooh, that's filling.
And it, man, this
The bread
is
fills you up.
yeah.
Makes it a
I mean,
full
you could
meal
definitely
now.
snack on more of these just by themselves. But to make a sandwich, this one little batch would probably feed 3 or 4 people. Making it a sandwich.
John wants to know if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan.
I'm not a football fan at all, really. From Colorado, so naturally, I grew up with the Broncos, and I, always cheered for the Broncos and whatnot. But since we've moved up here, and we don't have regular TV anymore, or any TV for that matter, I don't watch football, and so I don't much care anymore. So yeah, I'm for any team. Doesn't matter. Woohoo! Go your favorite team.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I liked sports up until a point in high school. That was enjoyable to play them, and then the competition got to be too much, and it's takes away from the fun. You know, I enjoy just having fun playing soccer, playing basketball, and baseball. You know, I have great memories of playing all those, and yeah, I have no interest in really watching other people do it.
Well, I mean, for many years I was a football fanatic. You know, I'd yell and scream. In fact, one of my friends gave me a referee doll that you could tear him apart. He had Velcro parts. So every time the ref made a crappy call, I could rip his head off.
Kraut falafel?
Say what?
A kraut falafel?
A kraut falafel. I don't know. That's kind of pushing it. That's kind of.
Stoner's Kitchen once said that.
We're pretty close to that already.
He says, go sports ball.
Said what? I'm
Go
sorry.
sports ball.
Yes, go sports.
Yeah, well, yeah. I have nothing really against sports. Yeah, there's very few that I still play, but you know, to
Pocket pool is not a sport.
depends on where you live, Sonny. I was like the guy that moved out from the city, and he moved to the country. You know, and that way out from everybody. Man, he'd been 6 months since he's seen anyone. Finally, one day he sees this old truck pulling up. And he goes outside. He says, "Hey, my name's Jeb. I live on the other side of the mountain." You know, and this guy was pretty surprised. "It was nice to meet you." And Jeb said, "I'm having a barbecue. Thought you might like to come over and join the party." And the guy says, "Oh, really? What's going on?" He says, "Oh, heck, we're going to be drinking and smoking and playing pool and fighting and making love. And it's going to be a fun old time." And the guy says, "Well, that sounds like fun. Yeah, who all's going to be there?" And the guy said, "Oh, it's just going to be you and me."
John says, Denver Broncos are awesome.
Yeah, I like the Broncos. They were good.
And then he says, kumquat dumplings.
I don't know.
Still don't know what a kumquat tastes like.
Yep. Can't answer that, John.
And Stoner says his favorite sport is him at a buffet.
If we ever do get some kumquat, though, maybe we should, try that with crepes or something that's, has fruit in it. Like, how would that be?
A kumquat crepe?
Yeah, kumquat crepe.
Sure.
That
Why
might
not?
be possible.
Or even if we got some kumquat jam.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that it can be made into a jam. And Amy Cakey, if she were to come on, I would ask her about that. See if there's a way if there's a maker of that. Maybe I can just look online and see if there is kumquat jam. And that might be something fun to do.
Yeah.
Or kumquat donut.
Kumquat.
Chris says, foosball the devil.
Foosball. I'm going to make some more because that's really good. Mrs. Old Guy, how you doing there? You want some more? No?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm filling up already. I'm working on this first one.
This is way good, Tim. How do I say? My hats off to your mom for the recipe that she uses. I'm definitely enjoying it, and I hope you like my little variation here. If you want to know how I made the sauce, it really wasn't any big deal. Just a matter of sauteing up a few veg and blending them out with some cream, and that's it. I can't forget, I need more on the top.
Stoner wants to know if there's a kumquat sour beer.
Kumquat, I would have absolutely no idea if there is, but I don't know if it would be good or not. I have no reference because I've never actually had a kumquat. I've only engaged with kumquats in jocular situations. I like that term.
Jocular.
Yeah, jocular. Makes me sound like I'm talking about other things.
Don says he cheers for the Detroit Lions. because someone has to. And Stoner Kitchen says that gave Don his condolences.
Oh.
Oh man.
And John King says kumquat jelly rolls.
Jelly rolls, there we go.
That would be good. Kumquat jam rolled up in a cake. With frosting on there. This little guy, I don't suppose our babies are awake at all, are they? Probably not.
Not now, I don't think. Oh, look.
Baja Punch. I still think it tastes like Cactus Cooler.
Nope.
Nope, still sleeping. Mm. Well, I think we've had about as much fun with this as we're going to get.
That was
Tim,
quite the recommendation. Thank you, Tim.
really, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Tim. Again, kudos to your mom. And again, Uncle Wes. Thumbs up, dude. Well, you know, if we ever make it out your way, we'll have to rock and roll, like listen to some Doors or something. Hey, classic rock.
Janice likes Cactus Cooler.
Awesome. Yeah. Cactus Cooler. Real quick, before I go. When I was young, I was out with, there was a Flintstones episode where Fred had waited all day at work to go home and enjoy a bottle of Cactus Cooler. And he only had one left. And before he got home, Barney kind of wandered in and talking to Wilma and helped himself to that last bottle of Cactus Cooler. And, you know, boy, was he mad. You know, so anyway, I remember this. We're at a store. I don't know where. My mom we were on a trip to California. My mom had stopped someplace to get gas. Little side attraction thing, went in, and I saw Cactus Cooler, and I freaked out. Wow, Cactus Cooler! So I bothered my mom to no end until she bought me a Cactus Cooler. I've been a fan ever since.
All right. It does exist.
It does exist. Should I faint? Okay, folks. I think we're going to be done. I appreciate everybody being here. I will go back in chat and look at the different suggestions, and I'll pick one, and I'll get that posted as soon as I can. Tim, thank you very much again for the suggestion. Hi to your mom. Uncle Les, good to see you, or glad to know you're seeing me, I guess. Nate, if you're there, hello to you too, young guy. And I guess that's it. Y'all take care of yourselves. Get out there and do a little volunteer work. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I clicked it twice. There's another one in the middle that says end.
Yo.